Morning, students. So, good afternoon. I think you are good and fine. Today, we will go with our business, e-business class with the next topic, and we are going to complete our second today, inshallah, with one more class. Today, we are going to learn about the legal environment of e-commerce. What do you mean by legal system or legal process? See, in every country or every bounded or local area, that means every state, they are having some norms, rules and regulations. So everything is depend on the rules and regulations. So the e-commerce is a new term which is working in a very fast and in a short span of time. It has totally targeted a very big market in the global market, and for that to come across for the norms and cons or for pros and cons, some rules and regulations has been regulated for it for the sake of the individual and organizational behavior. So on the screen you can see what's the meaning of legal commerce. It means legal environment of e-commerce. Legal system which is prevailing in the country is known as legal environment. The legal system means the law and rules which regulates the organizational and individual behavior. It means that whenever whatever the rules and regulation has been given to the organizations or industry or firm or any company, they have to follow and they have to go for it. If they are crossing that, then there will be a jurisdiction and there will be a suit of case on them, and there will be legal action will be taken by the government of that particular country or area. And not only that, for the individual behavior also, who is doing what kind of work, performance analysis, his quality of work, his active, I mean his positive character, negative character, all these things depends on how he is dealing with the customer, how he is uh, be patient with the customer, everything it talks on that. So this is nothing but the legal environment of e-commerce. Now you see what are those things. Now how the legal term will be there with the borders and jurisdiction. What in by jurisdiction? Jurisdiction talks about the legal pact, that means towards the judgment, that means law. And power, what are the powers will be given to a particular company, what are the effects of it, what is the legitimacy, what is the notice, everything will depends on it. So when the company is doing the work of it, that means the legal terms what in the company are started, and what are the rules and what are the regulations and what is the law has been implemented for that company, it is going to be taken down. What are the powers of it, what are the effects, what are the legitimacy, what is the notice for that notice period for that company or for that person or organization. It depends on the border. So how the international business, that means if the supplier is there, if we are having an international business, what are the rules and regulations, what are the power of a particular host country, what are within its borders, everything it is over there. And jurisdiction, what is the jurisdiction, how it is taking place, that means uh, rules and regulations will be there. And what is the jurisdiction on the internet, when the people are utilizing or browsing the internet or system, so how it is taking place. So the jurisdiction is depend on that. So the rules and regulations will be depend on the same category, and as well as the rules and regulations will be there for the people who are utilizing e-businesses. So whether it is going, that means the transactions, purchasing or buying or selling, concepts or tactics or strategies will be taking place. So everything will be taking place, and there will be subject matter jurisdiction. So what kind of matter or subject knowledge you are providing, it should be in the legal term. You should not have to go to hurt or theft or to be taken place by some other company, or copyright, trademark, uh, logos or knowledge or historical data should not be taken from one company, and it will be comes under theft, and the jurisdiction action will be taken from that person. Conflicts will be there. When the conflicts will taking place, what sort of conflict it is? It is a cyber crime, or it is a legal term, or it is a dispute between two company or two individuals. So there we are having different sort of laws, rules and regulations for different problems. So all these things will come from the legal environment prospect. Now coming to the contract and contracting enforcement. That means what do you mean by contract? Contract is nothing but agreement between two persons or two parties. A buyer will be there and the seller will be there. When the seller is providing an offer or keeping the offer, and the buyer is accepting his offer, then the process of this thing is known as consideration. When the offer has been kept by one person or one party, and the uh, acceptance of that offer has been taken place another person or party, then when the deal is going to be closed, when the deal is finally closed, then the process of that closing, this deal is nothing but consideration, which is known as contract enforcement. And what are the things will be there? There will be written contracts on the web will be there. So warranties on the web, authority of to form contracts, terms of service agreement. See, the contract will be in the written form on the web. See, nowadays, from if you want to start a company, if you want to tie up with international companies or international business, so we'll be having a written contract between two companies on the web. They can send via mail or fax, XYZ. Warranties on the web. What are the warranties you can check on the web. So web is providing, that means it is providing the information to the customers or the company. After checking your website, they will come to know what is the product, price, quality, promotion, and what guarantees, warranties, delivery date, everything you can come to know. What is the authority of service agreement? What is, who are the authorized persons? Who are the authorized contracts of this? Who is a legal term? That means many people nowadays are giving the fraudness to the other people. Why? Because these things, they are not authorized dealers, and they are selling the products in the market, which is totally which is affecting the quality of the product or the price or some other. So this will come under fraud and theft. The terms of service and management, a service agreement. So there will be, when the company is tying with a good company, then there will be service terms and agreements will be the terms and conditions will be there for a service agreement. So what will happen in this? In this, the agreement will be there like for AMC, annual maintenance contract, for a period of 1 year, every quarterly or once in a 4 months or 3 months, there will be a service will be provided by the company to the customers, or from company to company. That means business to business or business to consumers. Everything, the terms and conditions will be taking place. That means one should offer will be there from one company, it will be in the written form, and another company is going to accept, and then which is going to be closed is known as consideration. This process is known as contracting enforcement or contract enforcement. Now, if you see in the picture, you can able to understand what do you mean by law, how it is affecting the contract enforcement, how the informal institution is taking place, what are the regulations, rules and regulations are there, and how the political institutions are there, and how the economic performance will be there, how it is taking place. So by seeing this, you can able to understand. Next, we'll go for the next slide. Yeah, use and protecting of intellectual property in online business. See what is happening nowadays for a big business, either it is in the international market or in national level market or local market. Many people are doing infringement. That means totally they are changing. That means rules and regulations will be there for so and so persons. If one person is starting the product, that means they started selling of a good product in the market, the another person can also start the same product, but the name will be there, the quality will be different. So what will happen, a person, if cost to cost is there, for example a company is starting cost to cost, so this is having their own brand, but the another person with the same name, COST, cost, numerical number 2, COST, cost. So this is the a company has been started. So in the competition, the another person what he started, COST, cost, TO2, he kept the alphabets in that, and it is changing. So the logo will be different. So with this, the copyright infringement will be there, patent, trademark, domain names, all these things will be there. So what will happen in this? The cyber squatting will be there, and they will identify whose mistake is there, and they can steal the name also. In the international business, what is happening? They are stealing the formulae, the company brand, flag name, flag, or logo, uh, or the data or the information. So with the help of these e-commerce, it is intellectual property. So this is nothing but the intellectual property is taking place on the online business. So when someone is stealing the intellectual property, what will happen? There will be loss for the company or the individual person. So to come up with these conflicts and errors, so the e-commerce has started with the domain name cyber squatting and name stealing, and it is useful and how it is used and protect the intellectual property on online. So the legal term, that means the legal environment of the e-business will help in protecting and using our copyright infringement, patent, trademark, domain names, everything, and advertising regulations. So we, our company name, logo, quality, the brand will not be copied by some other person or some other organization. Coming to the ethical issues in m-commerce, m-commerce is nothing but mobile commerce, include in app purchasing, mobile banking, virtual marketplace apps like the Amazon mobile app, or a digital wallet such as Apple Pay, Android Pay, and Samsung Pay. So all these things are coming. As of 2017, the use of m-commerce accounted for 34.5% of e-commerce sales. So depending on the e-commerce sales, the mobile sales, mobile commerce is taking place more, because 34% of the sale has been taken place by the m-commerce only. So nowadays many people are booking from their smartphone or iPhones. Yeah. And what are the issues of the e-commerce? That means negative. That means data can be theft or security can be lose the password. Credit card numbers can be gone, and other people's their amount can be shifted or transferred to some other account number. Personal information can be stolen. Email addresses and password can be taken. Purchase history. That means your history data will be collected or theft by some other person. It can be sold to your competitors XYZ. So these are the issues of m-commerce. And if you see here in the commerce, if you, these are the technical level, these are the organizational impact, individual, team, company, international organization will be there, technical or non-technical, somewhat technical, highly technical, these are the terms will be there, geographical, global level, international level, regional, religious level, local level. These are the terms the m-commerce issues will takes place, and it is affecting the organization. Now coming to the selling counterfeit products, what are the selling counterfeit products? So when the company is selling the products, it should have to, that means this kind of facilities will be taking place by those companies that is protecting the intellectual property of the company. Like they'll check what you are selling, verify with the manufacturer, that means what sort of products you are selling. So the customers will come to know about your products, about your product guarantee, warranty, quality, price, place, everything they'll identify. Coming with the another thing, verify with the manufacturer. So what kind of manufacturer you are, or from where you are getting the raw materials or the suppliers, who are those, you can go for it. Only work with trusted suppliers. So what will happen, selling counterfeit products comes under, so they will work with the trusted suppliers. Who are the suppliers? They will go with the long term of this supply and be extra careful. Here spelling mistake has been taken place. Extra careful with international suppliers. When we are uh, doing business with international on international basis, then we have to be very careful. Why? Because cheating or theft will be taking place with another person, or our data, historical data, can also be stolen by some other person, and web accessibility will be there. So all these things will be there. Now tax issues, taxation issues. What do you mean by taxation? Taxation means which a government or the taxing authority imposes or levies a tax on its citizens and business entities. Who are the business activities are taking place on that, are the business peoples or organizations or companies. The government will devise or imposes a tax on every individual, that means dependable on the earning and depending on the benefits or profits by the business entities. So from income tax to goods and service tax, GST, taxation applies to all levels. Wherever the taxations are there for all the business, you can check with this. So the tax are will be taking place in the legal way. Legal business will taking place over here, and the legal peoples will come out. So we are saying that legal environment of e-business comes under, that means tax issues, taxation issues comes under this. So selling counter product, m-commerce, uh, taxation issues, mobile issues, ethical issues, uh, contracting issues, all these things will comes under the legal environment of e-business. Now next, if you see here, what are the things, that means the basic principles of taxes, what are the rules and regulations of taxes, and then you'll come to know offline transaction, online transaction, encryption of transaction, e-commerce transactions, all these things will be there on the web. So the people will come to know and they'll get touch with the company. Now, OECD, just have a look on the screen. Yeah, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, is a group of 37 countries. So these 37 countries are comes under European Union. So what is the main issue are bringing OECD at a time? Because they discuss and develop economic and social policy. Whatever the economic and social policy will be there, unitedly they will do work together and they will support to each other for the growing. That means whenever the transportation or logistics is taking place among any country of that union, so there will be no barriers and there will be no tax for them, and the transportation takes place softly and properly from one country to another country, and there will be no tax on it. So they will save the tax on it and they are working together. OECD members are typically democratic countries that support free market economics. Free market, wherever the market economics will be there, they will provide free. So there is the price will be same for it, and the quality will be same, the quantity will get the same, and the packaging, everything you will get the same thing. And the thing is just because of those, you will get the free. That means you are not getting extra taxes on it. So it depends, you have to identify. So OECD help us to the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development for the European Union, where the democratic countries are supporting to each other for the betterment of the economic development of their economy. And it is a unique forum where the government of 36 member states with market economics work with each other as well as with other than 70 non-member economics to promote economic growth, prosperity and sustainable development. That means not only economic development, they are working for the growth, prosperity and sustainable development with each other. Now we will go with the tax. Tax is what? Consumption tax. That means technical assistance groups. Whenever the people's have, that means technical assessment groups will be there for all these things. So what are the things are taking place on the uh, e-business? So consumption tax issues will be there. In that, what are the problems will be coming? These technical assessment groups will help and they will find out the problems and they will work on it. Same international direct tax issues, income characterization, transfer pricing, administration of tax technological challenges, challenges before tax authorities, judicial approach of taxation issues, knowledge of principles, transaction test, personal service principle, Indian judicial approach, legislative approach. That means what are the things that even in the legislative approach also, wherever the problems are taking place, this technical assessment group will help to sort out the problems. And coming to the e-marketing advantages and disadvantages. Many people are aware of this e-marketing advantages and disadvantages. So we'll go with some basic advantages and disadvantages of e-marketing. So in some of the advantages of e-marketing are like it will reduce the cost of production, easy online comparison, better customer service, quicker response, support economic development. It will minimize, that means the logistical issues will be minimized. It helps reduce cost of business operations, transactions, procurement, material costs, and e-marketing or e-commerce helps in business development in developing countries. It improves business communication and coordination facilities globalization. That means throughout the globe, it will communicate with each other and the awareness will come in the world or the globe level, and the transaction, that means cost of production will be less, quicker response will be there, customer service will be better, and support economically securities. What are the disadvantages? That means perception of security and reliability will be gone. Our SMS, that means SME, this is like skill awareness of benefits cultures will be not be there. Internal action, that means data integrity and protection will not be there. Sometimes what will happen, some people can theft, that means all the information is on the available and people can misuse, our outbreakers can use it in a misuse way. And external like infrastructure, power supply, security, internet funding, all these are the disadvantages of the e-marketing. Some more are here for your knowledge. I have just bring it, just have a look on it. So like global scope and rich convenience, rapid transaction processing, information processing, efficiency, flexibility, low sale on distribution cost, database management, relationship capabilities. These are the advantages. Now what are the disadvantages? Again, like it is security concerns will be there, non-purchase motives are not addressed. That means what are the things that will address will not be there. That means unique batch number or IP address will not be found on it. So lack of contact with products or delayed possessions, fulfillment cannot meet internet speed or efficiency. All these things are the disadvantages of the e-business or e-commerce. And now we'll go for the next term, that is market segmentation. What in my market segmentation? Market segmentation is nothing but dividing the market. So with the help of e-commerce or e-business, how the business will be divided, how the people will get awareness of this product, and how we are going to target the customers. So e-commerce market segment variables comes from business to consumer and business to business. So these two topics comes under the business to consumer, and this one is to the business to business. See, like company size, revenues, people, geography, contacts, the technical sophistication to each other, all will come in from business to business. Whereas demography, that means the segmentation means what? Market is a place where buying and selling takes place. Segmenting means what? Dividing the market, target peoples or a target place. So depending on the age, the demo will go with the demographical way. First one, demographic means age, gender, stage, the household life cycle, social status, geographically where they are looking. So some people will go with the taste, preference, color, price, everything differ. So depending on these graphics, demographics, the customer, that means business to consumers, products will be changed and it will be taken place. Psychographics means demographic will be there, like values, like technology, like activities, sites visited, interest, online interest, opinions, possessions, computer internet connection, process. All these things comes under Center for Management Development. So what is happening here in the market segmentation? The product is going to be changed, and uh, when the product is not product, the market is changing here. The market is dividing. The market is totally dividing depending on the age factor, gender factor, stage and household life cycle, social status, geographically. There is nothing but demographics. So here what is happening, they will come to know, and for depending on what sort of product and what sort of consumers are there, and depending on that, they will give those kind of services and possibilities to the customers by sitting on. Now the lockdown is going on, many people are doing the online business. So they will identify who are the customers. That means the company should have to identify who are the target customers, and depending on it, they have to make the launch, and they have launch of the product, and they have to keep the stock in ready so that the customers are going to purchase online. So all these things will come from the market segmentation. Yeah. So student, I hope you have understand the topic and concern. So please mention your roll numbers in the comment box. In the next class we will continue with our subtopics. Thank you. Have a nice day.